G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. Get ready for one of the shortest vlogs I've ever done. I'm sorry it's short. I've got so much to organise for the PCS swap meet. And also tomorrow morning, well probably afternoon, I want to get this vlog up. So I wanted minimal editing because it's going to be a hectic day. But I'm in the middle of something which I have to show you because if it goes bad, I need to have this on video. Yes, I'm about to blow myself up. I'm working with a bottle that is currently sitting on 3000 psi. Alright, so let's have a look at what we're dealing with. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, I ship fish quite a bit. So I've actually got my own oxygen bottle. But there's one problem at the moment. The bottle leaks. And the reason it's leaking, at some stage I've knocked this gauge on something. And it's actually cracked it here somewhere. So it's the gauge, this gauge leaks. It's like before the, whatever that thing's called, the pressure regulator. So it's at, so like literally 3000 psi is coming out of that hole. And you guys can't see that very well, can you? Anyway, so what I've got, I found this little bit of rubber. It's like a rubber foot or something. Let me get some better light. Sorry guys, I've still got the polarized filter on my camera because I haven't ordered the clear one since I smashed it. And it just makes it really bad for low light situations. So I don't actually know what this piece of rubber's for. It was in like a little kit with like, you know, like the C-clamps for like heaters and stuff. And there was a couple of suction cups in there, and then there was just these little rubber plugs. Catch the silhouette in the light there. I've had to trim the top of it a little bit to actually fit in here, and this actually fits inside that hole quite tight, so it's really thick too, and I'm hoping that that just pushes down on that as the pressure tries to push against it. But it could end bad. I don't really know what's going to happen. Alright, so I put thread tape on it. I even wrapped the thread tape around the rubber to hold the rubber in. I'm actually pretty sure when this screws in, it's going to seat in that little cup inside, and that will actually also help hold the rubber grommet in. See if we can do this with one hand. Obviously this is kind of a two-hand task. Oh no, we did it. I don't think that one leaks. Well, we're presuming. So we want to decrease. I hate moving this thing around. I get nervous. Oh, and also I put an old air plug on this, but the hose is too big, so that if you look closely, the hose is actually over the nut bit. And we've just clamped it down as tight as we can over the actual whole thing. But it works. Alright, open. Alright, I can't hear any air. And also this gauge didn't move, so it's still on 0. Well, it's broken, so it doesn't actually go all the way down to 0. But we should be able to just slowly wind this. I think about 30 psi. Is plenty. I don't think we need much more than that. And then we just... Alright, we've got no leaks. I'm stoked. We can no longer tell if our bottle is nearly empty. That doesn't really matter too much. I guess if I was going to ship a fish and I ran out of oxygen, I would just call Matera at Aquatics, and I'm sure he would let me run there on the way to the airport and bag the fish. Because he's such a great bloke. Anyway, so now I've solved that problem. So now I can just go closed. I always forget to close this. That's another reason I want... Well, it's good to fix the leak also because if I do leave it open, at least we won't lose it all. I actually lost this whole bottle. It was pretty much full, and oh, it's pretty heavy. it was pretty much full, and that was leaking, and I left it open. So rule number 1 about bottles is keep them closed. I think I'm going to order new gauges for those. If anybody has any gauges laying around, just let me know. I actually got no idea what they're worth, or whether it's worth just replacing the whole regulator, which I highly doubt. The regulator is perfectly fine. But yeah, I wouldn't mind replacing that gauge. And also, if you are a person that knows about this, what sort of PSI do I have to look out for when like empty? So I know that full is around 3,000 with this bottle, but like if I did want to swap it before I completely ran out, what number would I be chasing? I'm sure one of you guys watching would know that, or girls, because we do actually have 1% female watching the videos. Now, with all the comments that I get from you girls, I am under the belief that there is more than 1% women watching. So if you are watching it with your partner on a joint account, jump on your personal YouTube and hit subscribe, because I don't like it sitting at 1%. It was actually 0%. It was less than 1%, and it fluctuates between 1 and 0. I want that to be 50% realistically, but obviously I guess my videos maybe are tailored more towards men. I like to think not, but because the fish hobby I think is 50-50. So yeah, if you guys can think of ways I can boost that number as well, give me a holler. I need to think of a new word. I always say how are you guys. I don't like that. I hate it. I need to think of something. Like Blake's Aquatics, he's got a name for his peoples. I can't actually remember it off the top of my head. The Blakers or something. And Sir Prawn-a-Lot's got, oh man, mental blank. I can't remember right now. I'm hot and flustered. If anybody's wondering about my foot is feeling probably like 70% better. Like almost to the point where I'm thinking about just not going for the ultrasound and x-ray. Because I'm like, I know what the results are going to be, because basically the doctor was 90% sure. I had a bit of a Dr. Google when I got home, and I was 99% sure of what it was. And then reading like how to treat it, it's very basic, just like massaging and like looser shoes. And that's what I've been doing. I haven't been wearing shoes. I've only been wearing my work boots, which I know my work boots are fine. And it's getting better, so I think I'm just going to leave it as is. If anybody wants to know what it's called, it's actually called Morton's neuroma. Generally found in middle-aged women. Somehow I got it. Oh, and also just a quick one. This is turning into a long vlog. I said it's going to be the shortest one ever. I'm getting contact lenses. I really want to film without the glasses because of this. See the glare? I hate it. I've also thought about getting the glasses with like the non-reflective film. But I used to wear contacts, and I'm getting them again, but it's been a bloody hassle. I have to do all like the trial fitments and stuff again. And I'm like, I've had them before. I know how to use them. And I went in today to pick them up, and they're like, oh no, you need an appointment with an optometrist to try the contacts. Are you joking? Just give them to me. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Sorry that it's an absolute nothing video. If you haven't hit the red button, hit it, because you will be in the chance to win a Nautilus 2700 filter. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Tomorrow's video is going to be swap meet, I think.